We turn our attention now to Capitol Hill, where the Senate has voted to advance the nomination of Kash Patel as FBI director. The 48-45 procedural vote fell along party lines. Patel now faces a final confirmation vote later this week. Patel is one of President Trump's more controversial nominees. He's called for an overhaul of the FBI targeting illegal immigration and violent crime. CBS News congressional correspondent Nikole Killion is following all of this for us from Capitol Hill and joins us now. Nikole, how can we expect Patel's confirmation to go?
Well, if the procedural vote was any indication, certainly this will be a very tight vote and potentially, once again, on party lines. You know, yesterday we were told by Senate GOP leaders that attendance was a little bit of an issue yesterday because of weather. So obviously, Patel would need at least 50 votes to clear the hurdle in terms of confirmation. And as far as that procedural vote, certainly the tally didn't necessarily meet that mark. But assuming all senators are here, again, you know, this is something where it could fall on party lines, which we have seen with a number of the president's more controversial nominees, whether that's Tulsi Gabbard or Pete Hegseth and others. Certainly, Senate Democrats did try to stall this nomination by calling for another hearing and delaying the vote by a week. But ultimately, Judiciary Chairman Chuck Grassley said that this nomination needed to move forward, which is why ultimately it was voted out of committee and moved to the Senate floor, despite many Democrats' objections.
And Nikole, where do things stand now with the budget bill that Congress is trying to push through?
Yeah, and just to be clear, obviously, we're not talking about, you know, a budget in the sense of, you know, funding for the rest of the year, but this is rather a mechanism or tool, a budget resolution, if you will, to try to advance President Trump's legislative agenda. Look, as we know, congressional Republicans have made clear that they want to act on the agenda with respect to border security. In particular, Lindsey Graham was key in getting this budget resolution together, which basically would fund the president's initiatives around border security, around energy, and around defense. And so they intend to move forward with a full vote this week. It was marked up in committee last week. But what's interesting is the House also has its own budget resolution. That is much bigger and broader than what the Senate is working on. And that also includes an extension of President Trump's tax cuts. It also includes an increase in the debt limit, which is also kind of sometimes a prickly issue here on Capitol Hill. So ultimately, even if this bill ends up clearing the Senate, it will have to be reconciled in some shape or form with the House version. We've already seen some House leaders suggesting that, you know, one bill is better than two, and that continues to be the debate that congressional Republicans have here on Capitol Hill with respect to how to advance the president's agenda.
I know you'll continue to watch this closely. Nikole, thank you very much.